recognize this guy. He's from the very famous band Anthrax. Hey there, Scott Ian.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How's the tour been going so far?
It's been great. We started this run started in the UK, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, and I think every show has been sold out, and the crowds have been amazing, and it's always so much fun to tour. For us to tour with Motorhead, because we've known each other for so long, and we get to be like little kids getting to see Motorhead every night, so it's great.
Sounds great to me. Let's talk about your latest album, Worship Music, right away. It's been out for about a year now, and you said back then that it's your most emotional album ever. Would you still say that?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it in a while. It's a great record, you know. We love playing the stuff live, and we're still on tour. Since September of 2011 is when we started touring for this album. So, and we have dates all the way through till August of next year. So, more importantly than what we think about it, it seems like people all around the world have really connected with the album, and we couldn't ask for more than that. And to just get out and be able to go on tour and play shows, and you know, that's all we ever want to do. And this album has given us the opportunity to do that.
You have a lot of tribute songs on that album for Ronnie James Dio, for example, Dimebag Darrell, or a Judas Priest song. Why so many on one album, and how did you choose who to tribute?
We never thought about why so many. It was never something we thought about it. We just wrote songs, and that's what happened. Judas Priest really isn't a tribute to Judas Priest. It's just it was a song title that we used as like a working title for a song, and it ended up sticking just because we thought it was a really cool metal song, and we love Judas Priest. But it's not. We didn't write a song about Judas Priest. The song In the End, that is the song. The lyrics to that song are about how we felt about Ronnie and Darrell as people in our lives, as our friends, and it was definitely something that I wanted to talk about on this record because it was the first record we were making since both of them had been gone. So it was something that was very much in the front of my brain, and I felt like I had something to say.
You also sing about the demonstrations, the Occupy Wall Street thing going on.
No.
No? I read that on the internet.
No. Earth on Hell was written years before any of that stuff happened. So you don't blame me, or don't give me credit, however you look at it. But no. This song was written 3 years before any of that stuff started happening. So maybe they were listening to Anthrax.
Could be, as a lot of people do, of course. Would you say Anthrax is a political band?
Absolutely not.
Because you had to deal, saying that Occupy Wall Street thing, and you had to deal with the Anthrax attacks, the terrorist attacks, and then thinking about changing your name and everything. There is a political touch to it, and some bands try to come across with a message, and you don't.
No. The last thing I want is somebody talking to me about politics in a band. It's just something that, for me, would be really, really annoying. So it's something that I would never want to do. For me, Anthrax, being in a band is, for me, it's always been about having fun and about creating and expressing myself. And it's, you know, for me, it's escape. It's entertainment. It's escape. I entertain myself by doing this.
Okay.
When people come to see us play live, all I want for them to do is, from start to finish, is to just be out there in the audience and have fun. And when they listen to our records, just put it on and get out of your own life and get away from politics and get away from your problems for an hour while you're listening to the album. That's what I would hope people get out of it. I mean, I have my own views about politics, but I try as much as I can. I would like to keep that out of what we do as a band, because I really don't see one and the other working together at all.
Are you still planning to put out that reissue of Worship Music with bonus tracks? I read about that. It's supposed to be out in 2013?
No, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, 13. We're in 12 now. Sorry.
It's almost December of 2012 now.
What happened to this year? It's over. Yes, 13. There is some kind of a plan which we're figuring out pretty much right now. We're still actually finishing some of the bonus tracks, and some way, shape, or form in March maybe or April, it'll all come out. I can't tell you how it's coming out or what formats or anything like that, but we will have a bunch of material to put out, and I'm sure Nuclear Blast will do a great job with it.
I'm convinced so too. So you guys better keep looking for the new record. Let's talk about you as a person a bit. You are heavily tattooed too. We can't see anything right now because you're covered. It's too cold in Germany.
Tattoo,
That's your son, right?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you could see 4 tattoos.
Do you get tattoos to have some messages on your body, or as some people do, they all have meanings and stuff, or is it just the fun of getting tattooed and the designs you like?
All of everything you just said. I don't have any specific one reason why. Sometimes it's just for fun, like most of these ones on my fingers were drunk for fun at the end of a night where you're with a bunch of people and you all get the same tattoo. Like this 666 on my finger here was after seeing Van Halen rehearse in Los Angeles. We got invited to a rehearsal, and it was like me and Kirk from Metallica and Mark from Death Angel and my wife Pearl and some other friends. And after the show, the rehearsal was over, we were all drunk and let's get tattooed. And we called Kat Von D actually because we knew we were friends with her, and I knew she would still be at her shop because this is when they were still hanging out and partying late night. So it's like 2 a.m, and we all showed up at the shop, and we all decided to get 666. Why, I don't know, because you'd think we all would have gotten the VH for Van Halen, because that's why we were all drunk and excited. But for some reason, we all ended up getting the same 666. It's everyone in different places. Like Kirk got his on his back or on his ass, and Mark got his on his back, and I got mine here on my finger. And then I tattooed 666 on Kat Von D's leg. Like that was my first ever tattoo. It was really bad. But
did you do more?
I've done one other tattoo. I tattooed the bass player from Steel Panther.
Okay.
Travis. I did. He said, "You're gonna get another drunken night." The night I think I got this 13. You're gonna tattoo Anthrax on my leg. I said, I can't do that. I'm not an artist. And I don't care. I want like the Anthrax A, like this thing. Yeah. I said, I can't do that. I can't. I can't draw. Like, he goes, I don't care. So I took like a cup, and we had a cup. So I made a circle, and then I just put an A in the circle, and it looks like a 6-year-old did it kind of, but he loves it. He thinks it's so cool because I did it on him. But those are fun drunk ones. And then of course obviously having my son's name has obviously a lot of meaning to me, and having like Angus and Malcolm tattooed on me is they were, or Gene Simmons, you can probably see that one. I'll pull up my pants high enough. Paul Booth did this one.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Having that on my leg. I mean, Gene and Malcolm and Angus, they're just from the biggest influences on me, like, and why I'm even in a band. Mm-hmm. So, just all different reasons.
Okay. Do you have a favorite tattoo artist?
Favorite tattoo artist? Different people for different things. Kat did my portraits of Malcolm and Angus, and I've never really seen anyone do portraits better than Kat. I think if you were going to get a portrait, she would be the one to go to. I think, like Paul Booth, anything in the world of horror or darkness or anything like that. Even if you're just in a little bit of a bad mood, Paul Booth is your guy. Certain people are just great for certain things. And Bob Tyrell, also Bob's done a few tattoos on me. He's done my son's name. He did my black tooth here in memory of Daryl, and I totally underused because Bob is, I think, one of the best artists I've ever seen, and all he's done on me is these little small things. So,
and he's a really nice guy too.
He's a great dude. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get a big piece from Bob and actually take advantage of his artwork one of these days.
You should.
I'm going to.